Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Nizam of House Zunbil. And Nizam, the Lord of Zamindawar, is finding himself in a pretty decent position. Although we have had our struggles in getting here, we find ourselves as one of the most powerful vassals of the Saffarids, with a lot of influence and a lot of power, not necessarily military power, but simply through politics, military, and economy combined. We have quite a bit of money, we've got a decent amount of troops, and we have some pretty strong alliances here as well. So, on all fronts, we are looking pretty good. Now, there's a few things that we're going to need to do this episode. And I think that number one, it's about time we start preparing for our eventual breakaway from the Saffarids. But I don't think that we want to simply just break away. Now, we could join this independence faction that's already forming here, and that is a possibility. But I want to see if we can get a dissolution faction going first, because a dissolution faction is definitely going to be the better option. That's going to break the Saffarid kingdom up into all of these little states, which is definitely going to be an advantage towards us. It's going to be an advantage, especially for the Tahirids and the Abbasids. But overall, I think that doing this is going to be pretty helpful. It's going to essentially prevent the Saffarids from just coming in and taking back their lands once the truces go up. So I think that we're going to try the dissolution faction. We'll let it run for a little bit, and we will see if things end up going well. But that's just part of our plan, and that's something that's going to take a little while. Now, we do have to finish our hunt here. We are nearly at the end. We went after those the sightings that we had here up in the mountains of Zamindawar. So we are at 80% chance. Let's see if we end up being successful here. My Ferris Morteza signals across the mountain. The whole wolf pack crouches in a hollow not far off. The beasts bolt up on our approach, howling at the alarm as they retreat into the spiny shrub, fangs snarling. We chase after them. Now begins the real hunt. After it, we ride. I think that we're definitely going to do that. We're going to go after these wolves personally here. Well, looks like we're having a little bit of trouble here. The slippery wolf has many tricks, blenches, and ruse. What's a blench? Blenches? Perhaps somebody knows that term. I rarely find a word that I don't recognize at all, but blenches is definitely one. Let's see. We've halted the party. There's no agreement over which course to follow. Patience. This should be easy to resolve. You know what? Let's try that. We quickly find the scent. A greatly increased success chance. It's still 80%, so maybe that's just the maximum it can get to. And we fail with only a 20% chance. Ugh, that's rough. Oh well. So the hunt was not successful there. I was hoping we'd get that one. 80% chance and we failed. Come on now. That's unfortunate. In any case, we'll return home and we will prepare the more important plans here. Now, I'm hoping we might get a few people. Now, if we don't, we're going to need to... Ooh, who are we being attacked by? What? A rebellion here. The Liberty War. Interesting. That's actually not terrible. There just might not be actually that many people who can join us, because there is this independent faction, and now there's the Liberty War here. So, but I do want to see if we can potentially get ourselves some allies. So what I want to do after we finish this current sway scheme is sway down Amir Ahmad of Hamadan, because he's a powerful vassal. If we can potentially get him, if we can befriend him and then potentially get him onto our side as a potentially as a best friend, we'll get a strong hook. So then we could force him to join our faction. I don't even necessarily think we'll need to have a lot of people join our faction. I don't think our liege is particularly powerful, and he's not going to be after this war. So we might just be able to win this with our allies. We might be able to call in the Tahirids, and then simply they're not oh, they are allied to the Saffarids. Ugh. That makes it a little bit more difficult, but a lot of things up here. We need a new chancellor. I'm just gonna select our Naib here. That should be fine. He's not particularly good at the job. We've got a lot of things here. New faith for Persia, don't care about that. Not going to become a caliphal supporter. We could pay homage or petition liege. Petition liege could be helpful. Transfer claim. Bestow claim title of the vassal. What would that do? Could get a royal visit, sponsor priests. I'm curious what transfer. I've never used transfer claim before, but we could try it. There's a little bit of danger on the way. Could hire a desert warrior. That's going to fix most of that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go in and see if we can get this claim transferred. Not really sure what that's going to do, but we shall see. Sasan has died. This was our father-in-law here, so not a drop of water. An inspiring speech might quench their thirst for now. Certainly it might. I think if there's anything that we're good at, it's inspiring speeches, that's for sure. We should be arriving in the capital shortly. Not much of a capital, just here in the middle of the desert. I don't know why that's where... You know, you'd think that they'd probably want to make their capital over here or something at the very least, but... I can no longer petition to transfer the claim. Nevertheless, I've traveled over here to gain his ear. Send bailiffs to simply fill my coffers. Yeah, we could just rob him of his money, essentially. Oh, or send bailiffs to house our control. Probably not great, I'm guessing. Let's take a look at the control here. That could be helpful, frankly. But we can... 8 years, yeah. You know what? Let's get him to send some bailiffs here to help us gain control. I'm escorted into the Emir Amiran's throne room, where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I carefully describe the problems my fiefdom faces, resistant to my authority and beset by vagabonds, and request assistance in restoring order. After listening to my speech, he says, "You make some good arguments, but if I'm agreed to your request, I will need something in return." Let us see. A fair offer I accept. What would that be? We would give him some money. You know what? I am okay with that. Royal bailiffs for 5 years is not too bad. Increased control in county will go faster. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. 50 coins is not that expensive. We don't really... Oh, Bost is... What's Bost doing? I'd love to go and take Bost. You know, it's held by our uncle, but we could just go and take it. You know, he's been trying to usurp our position as the head of the family for a little while. He's not a particularly great guy here. We did have to denounce him. He's irritable. He's a caliphal supporter. You know, he is wrathful. I mean, I think it might be worth bringing these lands underneath our own rule. I think so. And with all the chaos going on, I think that this would be our opportunity. You know, this may be the oh, actually, who is this? The Emir of Sistan. Oh, this must be the nephew. Yeah, okay, so this guy, the former Lord of Sistan here, got ousted, and now his son is in charge. I think we could probably take this opportunity to take our lands here. They have no troops. I think that this is our our best opportunity here. So let's go in and go and take Bost. I think that, you know, with our, although I don't necessarily want to take this from our cousin here, I do want to take it from underneath Sistan because this is, you know, part of our traditional lands. And I think that allowing this situation to simply stand as it is something that we cannot allow to stand. So we're going to go and deal with this situation here. I think that if we get the opportunity, we could just give this title back to Farouz here, potentially. You know, if he seems like he might be loyal, but at least he would be our vassal at that point. My ward Omadon, this is the son of, obviously, Amon. He deserves to know the sun's power. Indeed he does. There we go. So he's going to be a Zunist as well. Excellent. Thank Allah, I can go inside again. Liege converted Rukaj. Okay. This siege probably won't take too long, I don't think, unless... Do we have any siege folks? No, we don't. Always at a deficit of skilled siege commanders. We're going to speed time up a little bit here. We do need to take Kabul as well. That's going to be our future capital. We have been burdened by your oppressive laws for far too long. No more. We are done paying you taxes. Once your coffers dry up and your larders are empty, you'll wish you had treated us more fairly. So we had lowered the taxes last time here when the peasants came to us with these demands, and I think that that was the right move. You know, perhaps during our father's times, the taxes had been raised, but we were trying to be just. We were trying to bring in our new rulership in a time of peace. But, you know, we can't allow the peasants to simply have their way with us, and that would not be the just thing. So never, a peasant's lot is to serve their lord. I'm not really too worried about this. I could just call in our allies here for a defensive war, which I think we will. Let's call in the Sheikha here, and we'll call you into the peasant uprising. That way we don't actually need to spend anything, and that's probably going to be all we really need here. Farhana is pregnant again. It's unfortunate that our wife, the Valia Parwana, has not gotten pregnant yet, because I would like to have a child who could potentially inherit Herat here, but... Oh, the Marzipanate of Bamiyan. I mean, we're going to want this anyways, so I was hoping we would get the proper title, but we'll just have to take what we can get here in the moment. So this siege is almost done. We're going to get Boston. We'll probably go for their capital. We have another perk here. We're going to take cutting cornerstones. It's good. You know what? I think our sway scheme's probably done enough there. I'm going to go switch over here to our befriend scheme. 100% chance. Nobody can resist our efforts to befriend them. And you know what? Why would they bother? We are a great person to have as a friend. Oh man, the Amir A is getting attacked by a lot. What's going on here now? Looks like the Independence War. We might do the Dissolution War just on our own, frankly. I'd love to get some other people in here, but nobody, I don't think anybody's really gonna join us. We might be able to just dissolve it ourselves, frankly, though. That's what we're gonna attempt to do anyways. I'm gonna hope my allies can go in. Oh, I don't really want to take all of this attrition. We're gonna lose 100, another 100. We could lose 200 troops. I don't want to, but we can afford that. So that's what we'll do. We'll go and siege down their capital. That should end that war. Our allies are gonna go finish up these rebels for us. Thank you very much, allies. And once that's done, we can think about what we're gonna do with the Amire Amiran. Farhana's given us twins, and they are pretty decent here. Oh, look at this. Her children are amazing. Sarvin and Lilian. I like those names, actually. Oh, but somebody had suggested there's been a few different name suggestions here. But I think, and I would like to use some of them here. So I am actually going to potential. Oh, what happened to Root Bill here? You are wounded and ill. That is unfortunate. Maybe I'll get a cool scar though. Somebody had suggested that we name our son after our good friend Amon. I do like that idea, honestly. And there were a few other name suggestions. If we have another son here, we will probably go to some of the name suggestions you guys had put. But I think that Amon, we can name our son Amon in honor of our lost friend here. So I think that's a good name. Amon Kare Nizam. But yeah, we've still got a couple names to work through that people have suggested in the comments of the various videos here. So we'll get to those as we go. But I like the idea of naming our son after our fallen best friend. Machek comes of age, or Machek? It's probably Machek, I guess. Let's see. And this is yes, of course. This is our daughter. Oh, and she's the one who's marrying Omadon. All right. That's fine. They'll come of age and get married shortly. There we go. The rebels are defeated. Thank you, allies. You have definitely helped us out there. Oh, well, speak of the devil, or maybe not the devil, but, our wife of Valia Parwana is pregnant. Obadan has come of age. He's not a particularly good intrigue person, but you know what? That's fine. We'll probably give him some land anyways, just because. But yeah, and also he's marrying our daughter, so you know what? We'll give him a little piece of land, and they can hopefully rule it well in our name. We're obviously not going to be sending any wards to our liege's court, not in the current situation. There's just a lot of chaos here. This is the perfect opportunity. We're going to take Bost, and we're going to prepare to act against our liege here. So there we go. And we captured the ooh, I would actually potentially want to ransom you for a hook. What kind of hook? What kind of hook is it gonna give us? A weak hook? Favor? Can we call in people? That's not gonna be that helpful. But could we call in? No, and he's too young. There's no point. All right, we're just gonna end this war. We're gonna take Bost. Did we not take that there? Oh, yes, we did. Okay. Oh, well, excellent. Look at that. I was very confused because I was like, I thought we were taking that ourselves. But no, that looks like we vassalized our uncle. This is actually the better option. Honestly, I prefer this, so that's good. I didn't really want to, not our uncle, but our distant cousin here. In any case, what is this other war we've got going? Saniji claim on the Emirate of Sistan. Why are you... I don't know how we got involved in this, but I guess we'll go and deal with this. Ah, look at this. Me and the Emir have become friends. Now, can we... if we become best friends, it's gonna be a problem. But I wonder if he'll join our faction here now because he likes us so much. Probably not, but... Oh, wait, what's... We took the whole duchy. Okay, I thought we were... I thought we were just taking Bost. Very confused there. We took the whole duchy of Sistan. Yeah, I see. Now it's all making sense. I was not looking closely at there. We had the claim on the Duchy of Sistan. I was originally just wanting to take Boss, but well, I mean, we're a lot bigger now, that's for sure. Okay, and we actually got this little bit here too. All right, all right. Well, that doesn't really change things, but it is a pleasant surprise here. So that will increase our power a little bit at the very least. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm fine with that. And Golbahar has gotten pregnant as well. Excellent. We might need to go to get some of those names. Oh, I just want to be left alone. Inapathetic. I could picture this for our character. Yeah, we're not gonna eat that much. We're depressed. We don't eat very much, you know. Those two things sometimes go hand in hand, frankly. So we are going to try to engage the enemy army here if we can. Oh, looks like we're gonna get him. Perfect. Barwana has a daughter, Nechsin. I'm not really sure how to pronounce some of these names, but a daughter's fine. I think that she should still be in line to inherit, right? Yes, excellent. Well, that's fine, and she's quick, so not so bad. You know, I am okay with that. Rootbill has learned the Iranian language through observation. Excellent. Influence his personality. We could try to give him diligent, ambitious. Diligent's a great trait. We'll take some stress here. I'm willing to do that to ensure that he gets the diligent trait, because diligent is an excellent trait to have. That's my boy. When I call you to attend upon me, do you serve well? I try my best, Amir, says our son. Your best? I don't expect skill of you yet, boy. I expect perseverance. Don't you feel the joy of play when you've done goodly work? Stop doubting, thinking, do, just do. Rootbill springs to his feet. I'll not disappoint you, father. That's my boy. Excellent. Look at that. Great trait to get is the diligent trait. So there we go. Enemy defeated here. Honestly, I'm fine with just getting a white piece here. Because, well, if we enforce our demands, he only gives us a little bit of money. I'm not really too concerned about that. So we're going to end that one. There we go. So we can disband our army here. Now we need to consider our next steps, because we have a good amount of power here, frankly. And our liege is currently suffering quite a few different war series, facing 3 wars: a Liberty War, an Independence War, and install loyalist in Makran. So he's having a bit of a rough time. If we were to press our demands, I don't think he would accept it. We're at 60%, 66% of his power. Do we need to bring our armies up a little bit? We have money for some mercenaries, potentially. Not much. But we could save up some money. You know, let's wait just a little while here. I'd love to get some hooks on people. Potentially the only way we're going to do that is maybe by finding some secrets. We could try to look for some secrets over here. And 90% chance in Hamadan? Maybe. I've noticed various inconsistencies in omissions in the tax records for Zabulistan. Investigate the matter discreetly. Assume direct control. Let's see. Reliable tax collectors. Could be nice. Could get some prestige. Or we get corrupt tax collectors holding taxes. Let's see. We don't really need... You know, I'm just going to try it. Discover the culprit and bring them to justice. Of course we do. Of course we do. We pulled that off successfully here. Well, now let's see. Oh, what do we got here? Hafez Zunbil is well, of course we're gonna give him back. Yeah, of course, yeah. There we go. Unity levels changed to friendly. There's so much with this that I don't know really how to use yet. I don't mind our Unity going up. I mean, we are going to be getting some bonuses from this. I mean, some people were saying that it might be better because our house is so small to have antagonistic house unity. But you know what? I think that playing a diplomatic character, it makes sense that we're moving up towards friendly here. So I'm pretty okay with that. We could get send bailiffs. What would that do? House Zunbil gets enforced bailiffs. That would actually be nice. But I can't afford this cost here right now. This one's not too bad. Encouraged economy. Rulers will adopt the builder economical archetype. Okay, that only costs us a little bit of piety. Let's try that one. Let's try that one. Does that give us a new trait or something? I don't know. And we have another son here. I'm briefly going to pop out to go and find one of those names from the chat here, so just give me a moment. All right, so somebody suggested that we name our son Kamul. I think that sounds like a perfectly fine name. He is a genius, so that's good there as well. So there we go. Another son. This is good. We've got a strong family. We've got way too many children. Ugh, you get so many children when you have 3 wives. I guess that's just, you know, part of the thing. I mean, look at this. We've got 3 wives. We've got a lover as well, which, you know, at this point, wait, is she married? I feel like at this point we gotta ditch my best. Break up with lover. There hasn't been that many events, you know. Maybe it was just a little fling here. A little fling that we had. We took her back for a little while, but now she got married, and we're just like, you know what? I'm done with this situation. I'm done with romance. I'm done with love. My wives are stressing me out. I've got too many children. I just want to bring our house to the position it was before. So we're going to focus on raising root bill right. And the rest of the situation, we're just going to bury ourselves in our work. Frankly, I think that's what our character is going to do. I don't like having all of these armies sieging down my lands, but I guess those are wars that I don't really have anything to do with here, so. Or at the very least, I mean, we do, but unfortunately, we can't. We could bring up our army, but that would be a waste. While performing his duties as my spy master, Ayesha has discovered a secret held by my friend Amir Ahmad. He schemed to have Hussein murdered. Not only, well, now, do we blackmail our friend? We could. We gain a little stress. 80% chance. Do you blackmail your friend? I think that, you know, we befriended him, but that was a political move on our part. I don't think we particularly care about having him as our friend. We just wanted us to be his friend, so that we could use this. So we, you know, and at this point we need to play the politics game. I think that even though this isn't a just act, it is an ambitious act. So, you know what, we're gonna try this. We'll see if he accepts. There we go. We got that blackmail hook on him, which is good. That should be enough of a hook that we can potentially... Can we not force him to join? Why not? Why not? Is he, like, prevented from joining? Is he in a different faction? Join my side? Is this right? Let's see here. Propose alliance, offer hostage. I was really hoping force to join faction. We do not have, that's not a strong hook. You don't get a strong hook when you blackmail somebody for murder. Come on now. That feels like something that would be easily a strong hook. Well, I don't like that. So, but it is what it is. All right. Well, you know, we should probably try to use this hook that we've got anyways. Let's bring him onto our side of the caliphal debate at the very least here. Gozelle comes of age. Excellent. There you go. So send that proposal there. Got another perk, professional workforce. Not too bad. We're going to need that when we are developing our capital in the very near future here. Okay, I think that we need to pull the trigger on this. Honestly, it doesn't look like we're going to get any allies. It's so hard to get a strong hook. I don't know how else we're like, everybody likes the Emir too much. I mean, he's not super beloved, but nobody really hates him. And what are the chances we're going to get strong hooks on these people? If we can't even blackmail somebody for murder to get a strong hook, I don't think we got any chance. So we are going to take this opportunity here. And I mean, we could potentially, do we request an incursion here? That might work as well. We could request an incursion too. Get some extra troops in here, provide military support. We would pay them. You know, this is better than mercenaries, frankly. Starts a war against them with the sponsored conquest. The duchy will be seized. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this just to make things easier on ourselves when we do pull the trigger here. Okay, Amir Ahmad has joined our ranks. Oh, we've got another son here, Mozafar. I don't know if I've got other names in the chat, but Mozafar, that seems like a fine name. I like it. All right, there we go. Atabeg Kamal is fighting in the war as well, and now we are going to press our demands. I think that this is going to be our best chance here. So, you know what? We're going to press our demands to dissolve this kingdom. I mean, look at it. It's completely unstable. Will he accept? I doubt it, but then war it is. To my cocky vassal, your shameful attempt at blackmail has not succeeded. No matter how many corrupted souls you have enticed to help you carry out your plan, I will not give in without a fight. I'd rather die defended what is rightfully yours. No, what is rightfully ours. Signed, the Amire Amiran Muhammad of the Saffarids. Then war it is. And now we shall prepare to defeat our former liege here, dissolve his kingdom. I mean, it's fallen into chaos already. This is our best chance here, and we will be successful. That will all be in the next episode. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.